Why can't I step over some weeds? Just pick up. Just here. Let me show you something. RPG Maker people. This. All right. Anytime you have a plant-like obstacle, usually you can just do this. You can kind of move the plant and step around it, or crazier that you have a. It's like a thigh-high obstacle. You go like a rock or something, like a very small rock, very teeny tiny rock. You usually pick up your leg and go over, and then that's it. That is just. I know that sounds like a really stupid thing to you, but you need to know just how agitating that can be sometimes. Like, oh no, a knee-high rubble. I can't possibly put my leg over that. The counterattack duels are my favorite battles because it's just you. It's like going and watching an old school RuneScape Abyssal Whip, like duel arena match where they're just whipping each other to death, and it's just the most pathetic waste of time you've seen, and people actually spend money on that. Like these are probably the same people that actually think that fantasy football is a real thing to be interested in. Just shut the hell up. You're gambling. You're looking at numbers and you're pretending that it's a thing. At least with RPGs, like even with RPGs like that, it's like an actual role-playing game. You're a bunch of nerds, throwing dice around. There's character backstories in that, but with fantasy football, it's just I picked a guy. I'm an auto manager. Whoa, crazy. You trade players. Wow. Stupidest thing I've ever seen. I literally had one fantasy football account, and I was like, yeah, I just let it rot because I had no interest in it. Oh, well, we surprised the cats. Just maul them. And we can just go again. Yeah, Kareen's the only good character right now. She has an amazing boomstick. What do these kids got? Nothing. These kids ain't shit against a lion sometimes. Oh, it's bleeding. We're gonna be in a real counterattack duel. See that? That's cool. Hey, how about we visit a region you're guaranteed to be ignorant of? I suppose that depends. Where is it? I know a long-forgotten path. We just have to jump down. If we follow that path to its end, we'll enter an isolated and little-known region. Those are stairs. Oh, I see. I see. The spot we need to jump from is over there. See it? Well, thank you for the green arrow. We gotta go that way, guys. Kareen, are you sure this isn't going to be a waste of time? Not only that, but I don't think it's very safe to go there. Okay. You are one to talk about wastes of time. If the path has been long forgotten, then the region is isolated. I suspect many large monsters have claimed it as territory. Really? Well, okay, do what you want. It was nothing more than a suggestion. We actually do need to go that way. And there is a very good reason for this. We need to advance the story and get actual good items for our monk guy here, who is literally like working with garbage as his equipment right now. Alright. Hey, give us your money and all your stuff, Baldy. Who do you think you are? Go away, oh woman. If you don't want to be punished, and take your kids with you. That's just an insult to Kareen. Marine, let's teach him a lesson. Sure. Let's use... Well... Let's use area attacks first. Uh-oh. Oh, they crit the shit out of that kid. Alright, well. Jeez, buddy. Black or... Oh, no! He's our only hope. Red orb. Well, alright, you know, he can sit out one fight, I'm sure. Thanks, you really helped me out. I don't have any money, though. Chuckles! They were wasting their time with me. Why do you travel alone? This place is dangerous. Actually, I happen to live nearby. My home is just up the steps at the top of a winding path. If you follow me, I'll show you the way. The other residents are going to enjoy hearing the story of our encounter. What do you say? Sure. I live in a monastery. You'll be able to find the food and a place to rest there if you like. Well, hold that thought, buddy. Buddy. Hold that thought, buddy. Alright, let's go. Whatever. This is cool. We get it. It's a building. By Gaia. This building is stunning. Is this where you live? Balnard? My name is Balnard. Excuse me? I hope you'll pardon me for not mentioning it sooner. And yes, this is where I live. It must be exciting to live in a place like this. Exciting isn't the word for it, but it's a great place for meditation. Maybe one day I should spend some time in a place like this. That day's today. It might help me perfect my Junsuka skills. Wink. Oh, you're practicing the art of Junsuka. I have a friend you might like to speak to. He practices Junsuka as well. That's awesome. Wink. 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 I really don't get how simple people can create such large things so high up. It took many years to make. Now, if you don't mind, could we go in? Yeah, sure, let's go in. I can't wait. Why am I allowed to go here? Is this a place I can just jump up? You gotta be... Why did you give me the choice? Oh. Oh, it's too high for you. That's right. I feel so stupid, you know. It obviously is just too high for you. This is it. You may visit you if you like, but please don't break anything. My friends would be upset with you. If you need to speak with me, I'll be upstairs. We didn't even see him. What's he doing? Have you ever seen monks doing that? I'm pretty sure it's called meditating. In the temple in my village, I've seen monks spend a whole day doing that. We have no temple in that village. I've checked. It looks boring and like an utter waste of time. Yeah, like this game. Isn't that a bit rude? It's very important to them. Hey, Marine, can we move on, please? That's obviously not going to... That one's obviously not going to join you on your quest. Aha, yeah. Did you say something? Nope, let's keep moving at last. My mind is strong like the bark of a tree, come like the pebble in the stream. When I was young, I loved picking up pebbles and throwing them into a distance. Hey, it's the truth. Cool. Gong... wait, what? Gong the Great. Now, I'm pretty sure there's a secret around here somewhere. There absolutely is. Absolutely is a secret. We found a secret room in a thing. That was definitely one of them. I remembered that. But there is a chest that we cannot unlock yet. There is one of those chests that we absolutely need to get. I'm sure of it. Well, actually, we need to find that specific key that unlocks the silver chests, or the iron chests, or whatever the fuck they are. So, the power of the mind is fantastic. I've been following this exciting path for years now. It's helped me a lot practice with my art of Jutsuka. Jutsuka instruction? You're young, full of passion for the art. Yeah. Excellent, you've become a great student. Thank you, I'm flattered you think so. Maybe, at last, maybe your hand-to-hand techniques will start being useful. Chuckles! Still not cutting metal yet, though, is he? Giggles! What a fucking set of bitches you are, huh? Look at this. Like, we have some cool abilities. He's actually killed a crocodile for us. He's kind of cool. Well, we stole an orb of valor. Hail to you, strangers. Balnar told me that you were friends of his. My name is Sanaris, and I serve the head of the small monastery. I never knew this place was here until now. How? The monks, how does she not know? She said this is where you can go. The monks of the Five Winds, our community, strive to live a life of peace and meditation. However, our ambition is sometimes contested by people with greed in their hearts, and we're exposed to all kinds of crimes. You mean like those thieves that were trying to rob Balnard? He must be reckless to be wandering alone like that. Talk about fucking victim blaming. Chuckles! I guess you could say Balnard is kind of the mad dog of the community. Oh, look at these people. They're just blaming a guy for getting robbed. Is he a good fighting? Fighting? Not to my knowledge. We only fight when it can't be avoided. Those who threaten us are aware of that. I have a question for you. Who built this monastery? It's magnificent, or rather, you big billy got so right. It was this community that built it, with much patience and skill. We do our best to protect it and preserve it against outsiders that would otherwise do it harm. That must be tough at times. It certainly is tougher now than it used to be. Why? Did it have something to do with Walnard wandering outside the monastery? Yes. Yeah, you know what, Marine? Yes. It's because he went on a nice little walk and decided to, you know, invite misfortune. That's what he did. He's an asshole like that. Not quite. Aw, darn it. There used to be one among us who was quite naturally strong, and training was unnecessary for him. For a long time, he was the monastery's primary guardian. By golly, mother of nature. I know I said golly. I know it says Gaia, okay? If he's really as strong as you say, then I got to see him. If only if that were possible right now. He exiled himself a long time ago. He said he's needed to find his own moment. Find more in his life and hasn't been back since. He's probably dead. Pardon me? What would ever give you that idea? I don't know. The fact that he didn't fucking return. In my experience, when someone takes off and doesn't return, they're usually dead. Hey, my mother did that, and I'm sure she's not dead. Don't you ever say that again. Don't you talk about people who don't come back to their home ever again. Don't you ever talk about that again. You sorry sack of crap! Don't you ever talk about Donald Trump again! He's coming back! He's not dead! Don't you ever talk about them again! Don't you ever talk about Donald Trump again, you sorry sack of crap! You no good bastard! I'm sorry to hear that, child. I had no way of knowing. I'm sorry. I didn't think... Please accept my apology. Jeez. Like, look. She's being realistic. How is she supposed to say that? Hey, my mom went away and never came back. My mom became a deadbeat hooker in the streets of Mistral. That's probably it. That's all it was. She probably is. Living a much better life. I don't know. Harumph. It is my belief that Hirado is still alive. That's his name. It's simply possible that he hasn't yet found what he's looking for. Sanaris, I need directions. I must know something of his whereabouts. Be a lot down the road, follow him with the wind. That's all I know. If this man is so important to you, why didn't you try to find him? The region down the road is dangerous. I wouldn't recommend it for anyone, as yourselves included. I don't have a choice then. I'll just have to explore in that direction to see if I can find any trace of Hirado. You'll thank me eventually. Turns to Karine and Benoit. I can't overlook this possibility. You heard that what Cineris said. Hirado sounds like he's incredibly strong. And if that's the case, we need his help. Alright, I'm curious to see what's in that region anyway. Besides, I'm the one who recommended you come this way anyhow, remember? What about you? Well, I can't say I'm thrilled about it. He's never thrilled about anything. But I guess you girls really could use a Junsuka expert like me around. I see you've made up your minds. Please, make sure to go well prepared. We have food to share and some warm beds. Feel free to make use of them before you depart. Thank goodness. Thank you for that.